you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the road starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for me too.
Hear about the policy that the FOMC enacted this morning?
Really, Ross? No one wants to talk about economics this early in the morning.
Well, too bad. If you guys are wondering, the FOMC continued with an expansionary policy and will buy bonds to increase the current condition of the economy, which has been expanding.
I heard people in work saying that the stock market prices have decreased and that we may be heading toward a recession. So that would make sense that the FOMC shifted towards an expansionary policy since this monetary policy aims to increase the total GDP.
Just shut up, guys. No one understands what you're saying.
Guys, this is serious. This policy is going to have an effect on the economy and all of our jobs. I'm going to have to edit my lesson plan for GDP today.
Okay, now I'm listening.
Wait, guys, I just got an update on the federal funds rate. The FOMC decided to keep the federal funds rate within 2.25 to 2.5%, which will continue the expansionary policy by increasing the transfer of money between banks and ultimately increasing the money supply.
So since the money supply is going to increase, did I get more money?
If that's true, you could finally pay me back for all the money you borrowed.
That's not how it works, Joey.
Guys, listen. FOMC decided to enact this policy to further decrease unemployment. When there's little unemployment, people can get more permanent jobs, which is important for the economy.
Oh, that's why I couldn't get a job. No, Joey, that's not the reason, trust me. But with this policy, the chances of getting a job should be better. Right now, the unemployment rate is 3.7%, which is extremely low. The ideal rate of unemployment is 3 to 4%, the natural rate being 4.6%. Hopefully this policy will bring it down a little bit more.
Pay attention. Inflation is going to increase too. Right now, the inflation range is 2 to 2.5%, and the inflation rate is 2.2%, which is pretty low. Since the rate isn't too high right now, the FOMC thought it would be a good idea to increase inflation so other areas of the economy could expand too.
Oh no, that's going to change how my meeting goes at Bloomingdale's today, since people won't want to buy as many clothes.
Exactly. When inflation increases, firms and households are less likely to invest and spend their money.
Well, I have to go now. I'm going to audition for a radio show. Wish me luck. Yeah, I have to go to my job at Bloomingdale's now. I have a bunch of meetings today.
I have to go teach economics at NYU.
I'm going to work too. Hopefully the FOMC's new policy will impact all of us for the better, even Phoebe. Well, I'll meet back up here later.
Chandler, seriously? We really have to discuss how the federal funds rate is going to impact our business.
I'm not great at advice, especially about federal funds rates, but can I offer you a sarcastic comment?
Okay, anyway, the federal funds rate, just the interest rate at which banks loan to each other. This is a big deal because the amount of money banks loan has a direct effect on money in circulation. Since our bank needs to take out loans from the bank, this impacts us too, and we need to discuss our options. The range is staying the same at 2 to 2.25%.
FOMC decided to keep the federal funds rate at a low percentage, which would encourage lending from bank to bank and therefore increase the money supply within banks.
Chandler, this is not the appropriate time to be sleeping. It's time for you to go home.
Okay, bye.
Okay, everyone, welcome to Economics 101. Today we will be discussing the impact of the FOMC's expansionary policy on the economy. Can anyone tell me what GDP is? Ida?
I think it means gentlemen do puzzles.
No. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. It is the total value of all goods and services in the economy in a given year. So, next question. Does anyone know what the current GDP is? Eva.
Is class almost over?
No! Right now, our GDP is at $20.652 trillion, and the GDP growth rate is 3.4%. The ideal range for GDP is 2.3%, so our economy is in good shape. So since the federal funds rate is low right now, interest rates decrease and bond prices increase. Goods now look attractive, which depreciates the dollar. Therefore, the country will have more exports and less imports, increasing the net export rate. When net exports increase, aggregate demand increases, which has a direct influence on GDP, which increases. Anyone have any questions?
Is the GDP 1738?
No, Charlotte, it's not. I'm out of here. You guys don't know anything. Don't you guys know I'm going through a divorce? You guys obviously didn't study. Did anyone do the homework I assigned over break?
We were on a break!
Ow! Joey Tribbiani auditioning for a radio host on Bamboozle.
How you doing?
Please begin.
Hey, Joey. Hi. I'm Ray. I'm the producer of the show.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ray.
And this is Duncan and Aaron. They're going to help us out with the audition. So let's get the camera rolling.
Righty-o, Ray.
Whenever you're ready.
Hello, I'm Joey Tribbiani. Let's play Bamboozled. Aaron, you get the first question. In hockey, who is known as the Great One?
Wayne Gretzky.
Correct. Now, would you like to pick a Wicked Wango card or spin the Wheel of Mayhem?
Joey, didn't your agents give you the revised rules? We've eliminated all that. No wheel, no cards.
Why?
Well, the game was too complicated and research showed people didn't follow it.
Well, what's complicated? You spin the Wheel of Mayhem to go up the ladder a chance, you go past the mud hut, through the rainbow ring to get to the golden monkey, you yank his tail, and boom, you're in Paradise Pond.
Yeah, all that's gone. It's basically just a simple question and answer game now.
Well, what's fun about that? You expect me to be the host of a boring game that's just people standing around answering questions?
Well, there'll be women in bikinis holding up the scores.
Let's play Bamboozled.
So what'd you think? I heard some new FOMC policy could help you get this part.
Since GDP and unemployment have an inverse relationship, the unemployment will further decrease.
I have no idea what that economic stuff means. Did I get the part or not?
Basically, congrats, you got the part.
Become a masseuse.
Well, I just started this job. My job is a part of non-farm payrolls.
Why are you concluded? You're not a farmer.
Non-farm payrolls is the employment rate, not including farmers, nonprofit organizations, and household work. The growth of non-farm payrolls is currently 0.158%.
Did this change the FOMC's expansionary policy?
Increases in employment indicates that businesses are hiring and probably growing. Those who are newly employed have increased their personal and disposable incomes.
What does that mean for the economy?
An increase in non-farm payrolls fosters further economic expansion because now more people can spend money on goods and services, like a massage.
Good morning, everyone. Change in plans. Due to the Fed's expansionary policy, I want to know how your prices have changed.
The FOMC's expansionary policy increased headline CPI because the aggregate demand curve shifted to the right. As a result, our price for clothes went up.
Well, Bloomingdale's doesn't want to spend that much money because the store is worried about the impacts of increased inflation.
Well, let me look at the numbers. The inflation range is normally 2 to 2.5%. Right now, the headline inflation rate is 2.2%, which is low in the Fed's range. So although inflation will increase, it isn't that big of a deal since there is room for increase in the inflation range.
What about the core CPI? I know the core inflation excludes goods with high price volatility such as food and energy. Its rate is 1.8% right now, but won't it increase with this policy?
The core inflation will increase directly with the headline inflation rate in any expansionary policy, all of which will increase prices.
Okay, before we can come to an agreement, what kind of discount can you offer me?
We can see if we can get you a discount to combat the rising prices due to inflation, since you have been a loyal customer all these years.
Thank you.
Today was such a stressful day at work. This new economic policy really changed up my day.
I finally got hired. I'm going to be on a radio show with hot girls in bikinis. How awesome.
I taught my fun class today. They're only fun because they don't know anything. Don't they know I'm getting a divorce again?
I fell asleep at a meeting today. I hope they don't fire me.
Students did not understand what GDP is. How do they not know that GDP is consumer expenditures plus gross investment plus government spending and net exports. Oh.
Ross, I did not sign up for an economics class. Enough. I'm going to find Monica and Phoebe.
Bye, Rachel. We're gonna go to the Ranger games.
Oh, I
See you
didn't-
Does anyone know what GDP stands for?
It's me.
Both of you, it's fine. Both of you.
It is time for you to go home.
Say that again. Do that line again.
It's Phoebe the masseuse.
Like my legs are out.
What are my lines?
Ava, I'm gonna kill you.
Mine, did you help me?
I think that's